Nah. Hello, and thanks for joining me. Just going to try and do a quick little video. I'm trying to achieve something with this pack. This is the Miltech Assault Pack, 35 litre. I've done a little video on it before. I am sort of keeping an eye out for another day sack, as it were. But what I'm trying to achieve is to make a day pack that I could also stay overnight at a pinch if the need arose, or if the opportunity arose, the conditions were right. But the weight of it is about 11 or 12 kilos, 11.5 kilos, about that. In the summer, I could pack specifically for an overnighter with that. But I'll show you what I've got in here. I just got on the side here a jacket, which I'll plonk here, and it's got a few little pouches, little sections to this pack, which is handy in some ways, in others not so. You know what I mean by a day sack that I could stay out with? Like, say I'm wandering about the day, I'm going on a walk or hike, woodland or meadow, heathland, and I think, right, I can stay out. I'm feeling this, I want to stay out, and I just can, without over planning it. Just bring this pack in there. It's basically some pegs and some cordage, rid lines, jungle knots, a little bit of cordage, backhoe Laplander saw, more a knife. So a few bits and bobs I can do with that. I'm going to do it up as I go. I've got nothing on the outside. I was tempted to bring a foam mat on there or underneath, but it doesn't quite fit that well, even though there is attachments to do underneath. And this little compartment, so that was that compartment. This little one, I've got some electricals. I've got a head torch, power bank, my phone, my head torch, and I've got a little light, a little bio light. That's a little solar light, but you can also charge it with this. And also a little notepad and pencil. So yeah, in this compartment, about a litre of water, Nalgene bottle, which I can use. I can boil in that bottle. I haven't done that yet. I haven't done that, but if necessary I can. Little first aid kit. Little BCB cook set. A little bit more lighting. This is the UCO one, but for the little candle lantern, the little tea lights. Takes the little tea lights. I've got a few tea lights in there. And in here, I don't know where I got this from. I've had this since I first started doing wild camping and stuff, and it serves a great purpose. It's got the handles there. It's got a baler handle. In there, I've got a few tea bags, a few coffee, little folding cup, trivets for a transit. So also in here, I've shown you that, I've got food I'd bring. So the sort of things I'd bring, not necessarily this would change a little, but you know, I've got my spork there. I've got like a little mugshot noodles, more noodles. That's nuts. That's yogurt coated cranberries, biltong, jerky type stuff, which I could add to the noodles, or couscous. Easy cook things. Mackerels in tomato sauce. A couple of little bits of chocolate, and like a paleo bar type thing. That would probably do me an evening, like an afternoon, evening and morning. Not feeling completely fed, but ticking over. Then I've got a windshield, And I've got my bush box, which is not the titanium one, that's the stainless steel one, so that's a bit weighty, but I may need that for, you know, on an overnight I may need it to keep me warm under my tarp, or to do a little bit of extra cooking, or to boil some water. So that's that section. So we've covered water, food, cooking gear, electricals, basic tools. Have I gone OTT with that? I don't think I have. But for some reason people can sort of do the Appalachian Trail with 8 kilos, and I've got a day sack that's 11 or 12 still. And this section will be easy to show you because it clamshells right out like so. So I haven't even got a proper sleeping bag in. My sleeping would be the Helicon Tech Swagman roll, which is multi-use, which I suppose is a good thing for a day sack. So, you know, it's a summer sleeping bag or emergency sleeping bag, a blanket, poncho liner, hammock underquilt, which I haven't used it as. So that's what I would keep in. A small inflatable mat that weighs not a lot. This has done me well, really. This was cheap and it's done me well, touch wood. But the thing I haven't got, if I needed, because these can obviously get a little hole in and go down, I haven't got a foam mat. But what I have got is an OEX bivvy, which I can use as a ground sheet, a bivvy, and also I could lay it on the floor and gather a brush and make a mattress out of it if this failed or I was cold. Shelter wise, see, I might have gone over the top here. I should just be doing one or the other, I think. I've got the Helicon Tech poncho, which is a poncho but can also be set up as a shelter, a small shelter but a shelter all the same. And I've chucked the DD Superlight tarp in here. Now, I wasn't going to bring that because I'm thinking, well, that's doing that job but without the cover. But if you're set up and it is raining and you want to venture off, then you've got to take your shelter down. You're stuck under your shelter. Whereas if I've got that, I can still do things nearby while I've got this shelter up. And it's so light, I don't know how this stuff's worked out to be that weight, but that would be, yeah, that would be my shelter. I may just use that as the shelter. I may not. A shemag, excellent multi-use piece of kit. Simple beanie, little pair of gloves. This is summer. This is for summer, mind you, but I'm still carrying quite a bit of weight. Here I've got a little Possibles pouch, dry wash, which I probably could take out. Hand sanitizer, a space blanket thing which would help with warmth if it was cold, some baby wipes, some tissues, a bit of Gorilla Tape. That's an excellent multi-use as well for mending things, a fire lighter, plaster you can use it as with your tissues. Some Nordic Summer bug cream, keep the bugs away. Chapstick, lip stuff, Vaseline as well, lip therapy. That's all I've got in there. David Fryer's pouch. I've had this for a while and it's good. I don't know if someone else has similar ideas. I suppose you do. With your day pack, you want to have it so you can stay out at a pinch, at an emergency maybe. But I'm also looking to have it so I can stay out if the opportunity arises. I find a spot, I've got an evening free and I don't have to be anywhere early in the morning, and I think, yeah, I like it here, I'm feeling it, I want to stay out. That's the purpose of this pack, this pack what I've got here. So in here I've got, like, this is basically for fire and water. A little Sawyer Mini, which I still haven't even used, which I think I should do because it's probably got a date on it. I don't know, I'm gonna have to check that. Millbank bag, which should probably be in its own little pack. There's a little fire kit. It's got some tint, some little bits of fat wood, pocket bellows. Oh, it's also got tablets for purifying water, sort of tinder. Got a lighter, another ferro rod, waterproof matches, and some fat wood. So I would get a 5 on that. In here I've got a few. It's not the best container for them, I know. I'm going to use a little tin for this. Basically cotton wool soaked in Vaseline. I was going to make some waxed ones and stuff, but that does the job for me. But that is the extent of my day pack stroke overnighter. I'm not completely 100% I've got it right. It's not uncomfortable to carry, but I've carried it about a mile today. And it's not, it's not the most comfortable pack. It is, but it ain't. It isn't. Or is it that I've got too much gear in there? Have I got too much? I don't think I have really. But if you can let me know if you have a similar sort of pack that you have for day, but an opportunistic cheeky overnighter, let us know what you got in there, and if there's any hints or tips what you think I could improve. But I don't want to be buying too much more, because I think I've got stuff to cover all bases, except probably super lightweight stuff really. But most of that stuff in there, none of it's particularly heavy on its own. I would probably be tempted to put my X-Ped mat on the side of there as well, because I haven't had a problem with a air mat as yet, them going down, but I know it is a distinct possibility, isn't it, that could happen. But then I've got the bivvy bag, which I could gather brush and stuff to get myself up off the floor, maybe chuck up something quickly. But I want to have the stuff at hand really if I'm wandering. Because if I've been walking a long time, which is generally what I would do with a day pack when I'm not intending to stay out, and I probably wouldn't feel like doing that, but I'd want to get food on and brew. Anyway, that's probably not useful to anyone, but maybe someone can be useful to me. I don't know. Do you think that would be alright? I suppose it depends on the temperatures, doesn't it? But you can't always predict how the temperature goes at night. But then that's why that's one reason why I put in the the bush box, so I could set the tarp up in such a way and collect some of the heat from the fire. But then that tarp, and I don't really want to get holes in that, as it was quite expensive really for me, my budget. So I don't really want to be buying another one unnecessarily, because I like it. It's a good bit of kit, small, lightweight, excellent for the summer and the winter, because if it's not too near a fire and you're using a decent sleeping bag. But anyway, I'm rambling and waffling. Thanks for watching, and any ideas or hints or tips, or what you do, what's in your day bag, and do you have that intention when you have a day bag of maybe staying out? I think you should have the intention of being able to, if you have to. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's a bit of a random one, but anyway, take care. Bye bye.